Welcome to Subread. Today we're reading from the subreddit MaliciousCompliance, which is about people conforming to the letter but not the spirit of a request. Enjoy. So back in the day when I worked for a mid-sized company, which was wholly owned by a giant company, there was a big tech fest in Barcelona, and giant company was going to be there. Just a few days before the fest, they realized they needed someone from mid-sized company to demonstrate our soon-to-be released game, but it was less than a week away. So my producer came to me and said, "We really need you to go to Barcelona, but because of the short notice we can't order you to go." I looked at him. He said, "Giant company guy that I liked says if you go, you can either A, fly first class, or B, take your wife." Well, the thought of scoring major karma with my wife, who speaks Spanish fluently, was the deal maker, and I said, "You bet," and immediately phoned my wife with the exciting news. Just 2 days before we were due to fly to Spain, some bean counter at Giant Company decided the deal they'd offered me was too good, so decided to walk back on the offer. It wasn't written down after all. My producer came to me and said I couldn't take my wife when I went, so I replied, "Okay then, I won't go." My producer grinned and went back to the bean counter, who was amazed that I'd walked it back. He thought for sure I'd want a trip to Spain, right? Now he had no one to demo the mid-sized company product. No one at Giant Company could do it, and no one else at mid-sized company would do it after hearing how they tried to screw me. The bean counter caved immediately, and me and wifey got our trip to Barcelona. I sat in a big white room talking about tech specs to nerds all weekend, and wife got to see the city. I did manage to go out to dinner with her in the evenings. Squid ink paella and tapas for the win. I am told that since they had to book my wife's ticket the day we flew, it cost Giant Company an extra $1,000. Peanuts for them, but still. Of course, the source of the problem is that the bean counter had a false perspective. It's not a trip to Spain for me, it's a trip to a big white room full of other nerds for the weekend. If I can't even score wife points, it was absolutely not worth the trip. The malicious compliance part is that big company said, if you go, you get X, then rescinded X. So I complied by saying, also rescind the if you go part. For Christmas, I got my partner a Keurig. He's an avid coffee drinker, and before this he had a Tassimo. But for personal reasons, we live in my mother's crowded house, and the Tassimo, while brand new, when opened, came pretty much broken. But it's all he had access to, and it's all we could afford. The thing can't run without making a ton of noise. But I know my house too well and can honestly tell you, no one takes care of anything. Everyone uses my stuff and constantly breaks it or wrecks it in some way, and are woefully unapologetic about it. I'm just used to it. But when I spent all this money on the Keurig, I wanted it to be just for my partner, since my mother said, no one else drinks coffee in the house. She wasn't really wrong. They, for the most part, drink barely anything caffeinated. However, recently, since the Keurig is left in the kitchen, we've both come to realize that they had intentions of using the Keurig without our permission. Not that we would normally mind, but in the last 2 weeks alone, about 3 things of mine have been broken. We weren't taking that risk and moved it down to my room. It has produced no smell and was making no fuss. But while out the other day, I received a text questioning where the coffee machine went. I know she's not that clueless because she's talked to me about the Keurig before when she was considering buying him one for Christmas. She just tried to play dumb so I wouldn't know she wanted it upstairs for them to use it. When I told her it was downstairs for convenience, she went off. It all boiled down to, it can't be downstairs in your room because I said so. And to make it look like it wasn't about using the machine, she even threw in some stuff about moving out if we wanted to live like we had our own apartment and whatnot. I was livid. My partner, however, determined that he wasn't going to let them use whatever Keurig parts they bought, and didn't want to tell us they had, so my partner brought his own Tassimo back upstairs. The look on my mom and her fiance's face was priceless. They looked so annoyed and wouldn't even speak to us, nor say a word. They won't dare ask why the Keurig isn't upstairs. It's been about 2 days since then, and my mother still shoots us daggers whenever my partner makes coffee. So, here we are, the video is over. I have no more stories for you now because honestly, I can't be bothered editing one more. This video was mostly just an attempt by me to prove to my girlfriend that I could in fact make a video where I read text from a website. Yeah, if you enjoyed it, maybe I'll make more. Maybe I won't. This took way too long. I said I could do it in 4 hours, and then I'd have a 15-minute video. I have now spent about 5 hours, and this is, as I'm speaking right now, 5 minutes and 50 seconds on the dot. Yeah, so I didn't do quite as well as I hoped to, but yeah, I did finish somewhat. Yeah, I don't know. Bye, I guess. Have a good life. Till next time. Goodbye. Maybe you're one of those guys. Maybe this channel just takes off. Crazy takes off. Becomes like 15 million subscribers and upload a new video every day, and when you get home from work, you or maybe at work, you listen to the video or watch it or whatever in your break, and it's just your little break away from reality, and you like it. It's just nice. You don't have to read, you can just listen. And maybe you're one of those people that goes back on a YouTube channel that's really popular with like 500 videos. It's been like uploading for 5 years, and you click the little button on the video section that says sort by, and you sort old videos first, and then you click on this video because it's the first video, and now you're listening to this and you're like, holy damn moly, he sees right through me. Or maybe you're actually watching this video for the very first time, and this whole spiel is just me trying to get 10 minutes. No, it's not. I'm sorry. It's not. I'm just looking at the time right now, and I realized if I just kept talking, I could get to 10 minutes, and it'd be amazing, but I think I'll stop talking. I won't cheese it. It's not fair. Fair? You see that sometimes I go into a more American accent. You see, English is not my native language, so yeah. I don't know what you can do with that info, but I'm talking crap, shit, bullshit. Can I swear? I guess I can. It's my channel. F you. See, I said F. I didn't say the word because maybe there might be a bit of money in this. You know, I'm gonna get some ad revenue maybe. All right. I'm done. Bye. Goodbye. Have a great one. Bye. Goodbye.